In a slight change to our scheduled programming, we might be able to win Serie A today, as well as doing that Arsenal thing that we talked about yesterday. Oh, how exciting. Hello and welcome to part 48 of the Milan mission. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have a Serie A game away against Pescara, which might not seem that interesting, but as it stands, we could win Serie A, so that makes it a little bit more interesting. We'll then have the first leg of the Arsenal Champions League semi-final, and then tomorrow we'll maybe have another go at winning Serie A if we don't close it today, and then the second leg of Arsenal. Hopefully, teeing up on Wednesday, an episode full of finals. We'll have the Italian Cup final, and fingers crossed, a Champions League final as well. Either way, ending on the Italian Cup final as our final moment in FM16. I mean, what more could you want? So, the league situation. Let's get into that first of all. We'll get back to worrying about the Champions League in a minute. But we are 4 games away from the end of the season, and we are 9 points clear of Inter, who are in second place, but they only have 3 games remaining. So all we have to do is draw today, and we've got it wrapped up. I mean, look at the goal difference between the two of us. I know it doesn't work on goal difference in Italy, I don't think, does it? So that's fairly meaningless, but still, we're comfortably the best team in Italy. We should be winning the league. It would be very nice to do it today. And this is the team that we're going to put out there to try and do exactly that. We're rotating a bit. We're trying to save as many players as we can for Arsenal without throwing this game away completely, because we'd quite like to at least get the draw and wrap up a league win to put us in the right frame of mind for Arsenal. Although there is an argument to be had that if we have a poor result before the Champions League game, that then allows me to do the we'll learn from that result and come back stronger against Arsenal press conference thing that always seems to go down quite well. We had a dodgy result just before the Barcelona first leg when we drew 1-1 against Inter, and we were able to do that, and we went and had that fantastic result. And it's happened a few other times this season as well, where we've had a not great league performance leading into the Champions League, and it's then led to an awesome Champions League performance. So I'm trying to see other examples of it. I'm perhaps just making it up, but I'm sure it's a thing. Anyway, this is the team that we're playing. We've got Jack Butland in goal. It might well be the last time you ever see him, although he'll probably play in the Italian Cup final. But I think for important games from here on in, it's Donnarumma. We're two or three episodes away from the end of this series. You finally all got your way 5 seasons in. Donnarumma is our first choice goalkeeper now. We've got a back 4 of De Sciglio, Bazoa, Zuma and Makey. George is out probably for the rest of the season, 7 to 8 weeks. He's not going to be back for anything, so we've got Lazar and De Sciglio who can potentially play at left back for us. Little Gomez is there as well. De Sciglio gets the nod today. We might well use Lazar against Arsenal. I haven't decided yet. And then in midfield, we've got Mauri and Danilo. Dybala up front, because we want him to try and break all the goal-scoring records. He's already drawn level with Carlos Bacca as our top goal-scorer in a season. We now want him to finish top scorer in Serie A as well, because that justifies spending £200 million on him then. And then behind him, we've got Gabriel Barbosa, Lamar and Bonaventura, who continues his run of playing just about every game since I told you all that you'd never see him again. The man just won't give up. He's probably played more games this season than he has previously, which is ridiculous. There you go. The fullback of many names. It's his 150th appearance for us today. Yeah, that's right. We're resting Kovacic. He's never been a first choice. We spent, £40 million on him in the summer. Kind of a waste of money, maybe. We might have been better off not spending that money, just keeping Danilo, there you go, 17 seconds on the clock. And Thomas Lamar doesn't want all the glory to go to Dybala. He's not scored anywhere near as many goals as he did last year when he really was the main man, but he has been a superstar again for us this year. And that is just a nice little finish. Look at that. The goalkeeper is in no man's land. Everyone, including me, thinks that ball's being squared to Dybala, who's in bags of space. Lamar just used the distraction and tucked it into the far corner. 1-0. Let's have a couple more before half-time. Get the big guys off. I meant a couple more for us, not just a couple more goals in general. 2.5 minutes on the clock. It's 1-1. Perhaps this isn't going to be as straightforward as we thought. Our defence is all over the place. If we do that against Arsenal, we're going to get torn apart. That's just ridiculous. Right, I'm trying not to cough and sneeze and splutter into the microphone. I'm very poorly. That's why I've got the hoodie on today. I might even give it the whole. Oh, poor old Kev. He's so sick, but he's still doing a video for you all because he's a real trooper. It's nothing to do with the fact that FM17 beta's out any time now. And if I don't finish this season before it's out, you lot are never watching it. No one cares about FM16 anymore once the beta's out, surely. Let me know in the comments. Do you still care once the beta's out? Well, you lot probably do. It's the hundreds of people who've stopped watching because they're not interested anymore. They're the ones who are waiting for FM17 now. Bonaventura finds Lamar. Lamar's in again. Forces a save out the keeper. It's out to DeCilio. Can't find anybody with the cross. And now Pescara are breaking on us, making intercepts. And we had the chance to break back at them. Remember, everybody, if it finishes the way it is now, this is enough for us to win the league, I think. Yeah, Juventus, although they have a game in hand, 13 points behind. Yeah, this is a point today is enough. So it wouldn't be a disaster for it to end like this. It wouldn't be the confidence-building spectacular leading into Arsenal, but I guess a 1-1 against a team like this does let us do that team talk that I'd quite like to be able to do, the press conference thing. Not a team talk. I know what I'm saying. I've had a lot of Lemsip. You have to bear with me a little bit. I don't really know what day it is. Right, Barbosa finds Dybala. What can he do? Beats two men, squares it to Bonaventura, who tucks it across to Lamar. Lamar's second of the game, is 12th of the season. We're ahead again. Don't need words. This was lovely from Dybala. Bonaventura does well to fall onto the ball and let it land in the path of Lamar, who he really wants to wrap this up today. He wants another championship medal. I don't think he's played for us in a season where we haven't won Serie A yet. So, he's ready to get another championship medal in his locker and then save himself for a proper run at the Champions League. I mean, he's got a serious pile of medals from his short spell at AC Milan so far, which, that's all right, isn't it? Like having a little pile of medals. European superpower. We proclaimed it last episode, and I maintain it now. We're already there. Mission accomplished. These trophies now are just going to be an icing on the cake. Dybala's in. There you go. That, I think, makes him out on his own as the top scorer we've had in a season during this save. He's now ahead of Carlos Bacca in that first season. It's a nice little finish as well. Just tucks it at the near post, past the keeper. Could argue the keeper could have done a little bit better. But why would we want him to? We want Milan to win, remember? Dybala's in again, hits the post. Oh, we're getting excitable now. We smell blood. There's more goals in this yet. Probably cut to the end of the match now because there was no more goals in it. Bonaventura looks a little bit off the pace, which is odd when he's probably played more games in the last 10 or 12 games than anyone else in the squad. He should be super match sharp. Perhaps he's tired. Perhaps he was ready to wind down his days at Milan and get ready for life at Newcastle next season. Certainly wasn't expecting to head off with a bag of medals to take with him. Bonaventura now puts Lamar in. Lamar trying for his hat-trick. It was a good save from their keeper and he can't tuck the rebound away either. And Lamar now takes the corner and it's headed clear by an actual sloth. I feel like I've made this gag before. I need to review the tapes. Review the tapes. Have we made the sloth gag before? I feel like I would have had more of a reaction to seeing the name sloth if it was new. Check back, let me know. Right, when do we start thinking about making some changes? Look, Bonaventura is not playing brilliantly, but it seems a silly one for us to make when if he's not fit for Arsenal, we'll just play Luan. It's no big loss. The players we need to protect, probably Mauri, who isn't having a great game today. He's already on a yellow card. Let's get him off. Get Kovacic on. Why have we only got 9 subs? I could probably fill the bench out with some youth players. I am silly. There you go. Rashford. We'll play him because he can't play against Arsenal. So we may as well get him on. He's been in good form lately. We haven't played him out wide at all this season, I don't think. So let's see if he's any good as a winger. And if I was a sensible grown-up, I'd take Dybala or Lamar off, but I'm not. So we're going to take up Barbosa and give Luan 10 minutes just to get some game time into his legs. He may well be needed against Arsenal. We know he's a big game player, a Champions League specialist. That's why we signed him in the first place. And no more talking. I need to sleep now. Oh, colds are rubbish. Dybala's in. Let's make it 4. I mean, that's a very good save from their goalkeeper. We've won the league, though. We've done enough now. They're not going to score 3 goals in these last 2 minutes, especially with shooting like that. Hurrah! It's now a minute and a half. Butland with a wonderful goal kick. Actually, it wasn't as bad as it looked when it left his boot. Luan made it look okay. And Danilo puts Dybala in. Can he now? Oh, that's a good challenge again. They need to be careful. I don't like these last-ditch challenges against Dybala. That's how you get him injured. Danilo couldn't quite get onto the end of that. Where is the ball? It's with their goalkeeper. I don't know how it got there. Did I pass out momentarily? I suppose I'll find out when I'm editing the video. And Zuma just tucks it over to Makey. Look at this. We're just passing the ball. Look at this ball retention. This is superb. Rashford now. They haven't touched the ball for ages and we're just knocking it around. Kovacic to Luan. Dybala was in. It was a lovely little through ball, but the goalkeeper just got there first. And there you go. Lamar has been sensational today. Well played. Commentary. And we have won Serie A. Let's go and get our confirmation. There we go. AC Milan clinch Serie A title. Now we need to... Hold on, what's this? Do the double. Oh, because we won it twice in a row. That's not what I'd call a double. Oh, goodness me. What money are we giving him? £1 million. Goodness me. Anything else of note? Oh, please the board. Hurrah. Let's go and play Arsenal. Here we go then. Massively important. The away leg of the Champions League semi-final against Arsenal. This is the absolute strongest team we are able to put together. I mean, injury crisis going on. We've not got George. We've not got Gonzalo Guedes. Little Gomez is injured as well. Rashford and Jose Perez unregistered. And Bonaventura just in awful form all of a sudden, so he's not even going to be part of the squad. But this is the team. Donnarumma comes back in goal. Lazar gets the nod at left back ahead of De Chilio, with Romagnoli and Zuma back together at centre back. Bazoa moves up into central midfield. He played in centre back in the last game alongside Mauri. Dybala keeps his spot up front, obviously, as do Lamar and Barbosa, and Luan comes in for Bonaventura on the left hand side of the attacking midfield 3. So what we really want is another performance like, well, Jack Butland's not involved because he's rubbish. Yeah, we're resting him. What? Jack Butland's not playing. Okay, yeah, we're resting him. Why Donnarumma? Because he's the better goalkeeper. Oh, goodness me. What stupid questions they've got. Theo Walcott up front. That is a weird-looking Arsenal team. Who's Galloway? Who is he? Brendan Galloway. Why do I know that name? Because he's at Everton. Arsenal paid 21 million quid for him. There you go. Weak link. We're calling that. Riederwald. I had him at Ipswich, I believe. Who did he come from? Ajax. Pretty sure had him at Ipswich. Interesting. And Alaba. Got him in FIFA, have I? Is he the one I've got in FIFA? He might not be. Probably not. Who knows? Anyway, let's get into the match. We want a repeat of the same kind of performance that we had in the first leg against Barcelona. A boring 0-0 would be fine. Arsenal really came at us from the kickoff, though. That was scary. They came at us with real pace. Brendan Rodgers is the Arsenal manager, by the way, which that's interesting, isn't it? They had when Arsene Wenger retired at the end of the first season, like he always does in Football Manager and always has for like the last 6 or 7 versions of the game. I think David Moyes took over for a little while, but now it's Brendan Rodgers. I think Moyes won the Premier League. Brendan Rodgers has turned them into a proper European superpower, in the same way as Kev has at Milan. We've got an away goal! Lamar's in. Lamar is in amazing form in this episode. He doesn't want this episode to ever end. And Dybala and Luan are both involved as well. Dybala tucked it into Luan. Luan, was he tackled? Did he tuck that across? In fact, yep, that's a Bellerin tackle. And it goes across. Lamar tucks it home. What a massive, massive goal that could end up being. If we were capable of just sitting back now, we'd just sit back. Don't get sent off, Kurt. do not get... We've all had experience before of having centre-backs get sent off in the Champions League. I think against Arsenal. Is that when little Gomez had his moment? Oh, what a goal. Wow. Okay. They've got something about them, this Arsenal team. What a goal that was. Walcott drifted out wise. Alexis, we've given him loads of space there, but he has just absolutely crashed that into the top corner. And this isn't going to be... They're not going to roll over and have us tickle their bellies the way Barcelona did. Right, let's... 1-1 is even better than 0-0. If it finishes like this, we're happy. Dybala's in, but he was offside. It's end-to-end in a Champions League semi-final. This isn't how football's supposed to be played at this level. We're playing it like a Premier League game. I guess because I've turned AC Milan into a Premier League style team with the way we play. That's why we scared the Italian clubs so much. Luan into Dybala, and he does. Is he onside this time? He is onside this time. That's his 30th goal of the season. Imagine how many goals that man would have scored if we'd have been playing him up front for the whole season. He'd be on 50 or 60 goals by now. He's only played half the season up front. When we moved him up front, he had scored 2 goals for us. And he's now got 30. I mean, anyone who said he wasn't worth £200 million, he was worth £200 million. There you go. That's your proof. Now we're 2-1 up away against Arsenal. I wish we were able to sit back, but we all know we're not. Now, Arsenal coming at us again. I mean, their attack it looks as deadly as ours, and there you go. It's 2-2. Both teams playing a very dangerous front four in this game, and Chamberlain gets in to make it 2-2. This is going to be a bit of a goal fest, isn't it? Which, I mean, for the away leg, goal fest suits us. As long as we don't lose like 5-2 or something ridiculous. For us to have 2 away goals, it wouldn't be the end of the world if it was 3-2 Arsenal and we took that back to Milan with us. That doesn't mean we're asking for Arsenal to score, though. Why say something like that? Whose idea? Who writes the script for this nonsense? I can't believe we're being torn apart by Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I've seen him play against Posh in the league. Goodness me. Right, 3-2. I mean, before it happened, I was saying this isn't a disaster. 3-2. Oh, look at that. Ozil's just battered us from the kickoff. Walcott's in now. 4-2 is bordering on a disaster. I mean, it would be fantastic if we could go and grab another goal. They've got their midfield and all these... Look, Sanchez and Oxlade-Chamberlain are swapping around. We tried that earlier in the season and couldn't do it. They're swapping constantly. They're all over the place. They've got the 3 goals have come between them. And I've not seen any opposition team do that at any point. Brendan Rodgers, tactical genius, because I think he's just confusing our fullbacks. And they're taking it in turns, running at Lazar, who obviously is not good enough to be playing at this level. And I'm being outthought by Brendan Rodgers. Oh, time to give up. Right, Maori's coming off. Emre Can is going to come on in place of him. Barbosa not having the best of games, but we don't have anybody to... We'll bring on Benzema, and we're going to move Lamar out there. Our front four looks a bit iffy now, but we need a goal. So Benzema can score goals at this level. We all know what he's capable of. And Lamar has looked useful coming in from wide as an inside forward for us in the past. Right, Dybala, we'll take him off then, I guess. Who do we... We can't take off Dybala. That's just stupid. I don't care what his rating is. He's better than everyone else on the pitch. We'll bring Kovacic on. We'll have Kovacic and Emre Can as our midfield for the last 10 minutes. Keep reminding yourselves, everybody, 3-2 away from home. Not a disaster at all. We've got 2 away goals. 1-0 in the return leg would be enough to see us through to the final. It would have been... it'd be so nice to just grab that equaliser, though. It's not coming now, though. But hopefully, also, there's not another Arsenal goal coming. So, it's not perfect, but it'll do. That's not a disaster. It is not a disaster. Is it a disaster? Oh, We've got the second leg tomorrow. There you go. That'll make you come back for it, won't it? If you've enjoyed that, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.